Martin Luther King Jr. and Fox News contributor Dr. Alveda King. Dr. King, good to see you.
Hi, Maria.
Thank you so much for joining us. What an exciting day. How are you feeling this morning?
This is an exciting day. After having voted in 2 centuries, I've never seen an election like this, so this is definitely exciting, very much so.
What do you think about African-American voters today? How have the candidates resonated with this very important voting bloc? North Carolina, early voting is down 8%. The black vote doesn't seem to be coming out.
Well, it was so amazing to me. I live in a hybrid community where many of my friends vote for either Secretary Clinton or Mr. Trump, but I've been having different calls that people who weren't speaking to me before because I'm conservative, they were calling, well, what do you think about this election? And so that was shocking to me.
That's tell me who to vote for.
You know, it's coded, but it was so amazing because this time they didn't yell at me or scream. I was with some of my family members Sunday, and they even took pictures with me. And I said, "This is amazing." And so we had a simple conversation for a change. Yeah. So that was good.
Do you think they'll come out?
Some are coming out, and I believe more African Americans actually have voted conservatively this time, and I think that was refreshing. I was almost at a point like, oh goodness, I can't go to a family meeting, I can't go anywhere
without having a fight with somebody.
Right.
Well, so let's talk about that.
That's a good point.
Has been you haven't gotten anywhere in your communities with Democratic leadership. Try us, give us a chance. Do you think that that's starting to resonate?
Is that why they're voting conservative?
Well, actually, honestly, in the African American community, I'm getting reports that people are actually considering the issues. And the race question, everybody's beginning to say, well, aren't we human beings? So this is refreshing. This is what my granddaddy, Martin Luther King Jr., my dad, A.D., my granddaddy, Daddy King, you know, they just said, we're human beings. And so I'm really hearing that in our community.
And we all want
We want the very same things.
Yeah. So let's talk about how divided we are as a nation right now. Everybody is so concerned about that, whether it's with Black Lives Matter, whether it's right now with the election, people can barely have conversations except for you, which is great. How do you think it's going to come together after this?
Well, my granddad would preach a sermon, you know, King family preachers and all of that. And he says, we're coming through on broken pieces. Flotsam and jetsam. In Acts, the ship broke up, but they made it in. So I believe in the African American community and every community, because we're human beings. We're not divided by skin color. I believe that no matter what the outcome of this race is, what we do tomorrow is just as important as what we're doing today.
To bring us together.
Yeah, we have to come together.
Can I just say how awesome it is at 6:39 on Election Day to have someone come in and quote Acts?
Isn't that something? Probably go to broken pieces, but let's make it in.
I know.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to hear you say that you are hearing that some people are thinking we want to vote conservative because we're looking at the last 8 years and we all want the same thing.
Well, what people are saying, we want in the African American community, we want our men to come out of jail. We don't want them in jail anymore. We would like to be able to see our education system better and to have parents more active in choosing how our kids are educated. Many are saying now abortion didn't work for us. There are too many of us gone. So is there a better way we can help our community? These are things that are resonating in the African American community.
The other message that Trump is sending is that Washington isn't working for working class Americans. I would think that would be a message.
Black and white, by the way.
And this is Fox business. Think about this. When all the jobs left in the early 80s, and they really did go overseas, and I kept saying, people, what are we going to do here in America? So we really do need to bring first the jobs back here, put America back to work first, not only, but first. And I think that's resonating as well.
So what about the contract with African Americans that he's made and this notion of the message he has? So what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
When I first heard that, I was like, Mr. Trump, what do we have to gain? Show us what we have to gain.
Oh my God, what
Don't say what we have to lose. We've lost too much. Show us what we have to gain. But that did resonate, and he began to explain, as a matter of fact, with Ben Carson, Herman Cain, and people like that going into these oppressed areas and taking a very close look and saying, well, this could be fixed by just bringing some jobs back. It was a no-brainer.
And just really quickly, Dr. King, to your point about mass incarceration, particularly for black men. What has hurt Hillary Clinton on that is the crime bill that her husband passed. And again, that comment about super predators. I've seen that played over and over again.
That particular remark about wanting to help us with mass incarceration. And I love children. I just love children. So how can you support the largest abortion provider and love children? I'm sorry, I
Why
had
make
to
it
say
so
it. Was
easy?
that okay? Was
Why
that
make
okay?
it so
Oh,
easy?
Lord.
A word on the women vote? What do you think?
I
Can
believe
Donald Trump
that
do it?
some women are actually, you see, I've got 6 grandsons and 4 sons. And some of the things they say, I just go, smack. You can't say that about women. I have to teach them all the time. And so I believe the issues are too important for us to have an emotional moment. The issues are just too important. And I want to say that to the ladies. He's got some powerful women around him, daughter, wife, all that. They'll work on that. So let's pay attention to the issues.
This was his mouth.
They work on it. Yeah.
She did this.
Ooh, I have to watch it. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dr. Alveda King, we love you. Thank you
love
for
you
joining us. Alveda King, Fox Business Network is bringing you special live coverage of the election all day today. We are all hands on deck all day and tomorrow.